Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And running with power here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Browns had 8 and 5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Sanders. That is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Alert! Last thing, 19. 19, Pioneer. Go!
Back to throw. Sanders. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. From 6 yards away. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Browns defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Julian Okwara with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hands it off out of the gun. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now 2nd and 9.
Shut up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 3rd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's Mahomes to throw. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score from 14, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Sanders. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
But that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, that's deep for Duvernay.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sanders. Flushed out right. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Attack, attack. Attack.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
A little juke.
Down the left sideline.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Second down and 3.
Track at 60. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Sanders. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Sanders now from the gun on third down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quez Watkins with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
But he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
No gain on the play there. Second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color. What's that?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
143 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Yellow.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, a design run for their wideout.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. What's that?
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Pacheco once again.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 57 color.
Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.